We invest so much of our time on the tangibles, on the now moments, that we forget to put something forward for the hereafter. And the thing is, most of all these things that we invest in, they're things that can be stolen away from us. You see, you could have the most beautiful house or the biggest house in the land, but even that can be taken away from you. You could have the best job. God forbid, that can also be taken away from you. You could have the most beautiful spouse or the most amazing spouse, but even that can still be taken away from you. But there's one thing that no one can ever steal that from you. And those are the experiences that you go through. You see, whatever you encounter today, that won't change. That will always be a part of you. Whatever you encountered in your past, that nobody can steal away those moments away from you. Some have been good, some have been painful, but you match every of your experience, every of your encounter with something more beautiful, and that is the fear of God and the knowing of God. You see, if I experience a hardship and I match it with knowing that God is love and God is ever sufficient for me, that memory becomes a treasure for me. It becomes a testimony for me. If I experience a moment of joy and delight and still matched it with knowing that God is the giver and is the provider and He is the sustainer, I beautify that moment and I make it a treasure. The thing is, God is ever sufficient for you. In every encounter that you go through, in whatever experience you go through your day, beautify those moments. Match them with the fear and the knowing and the delight in He who says be, and He becomes. God is ever sufficient for you. Every of your experience, He has it covered. Every of your moments, He has that story covered for you. Nothing surprises Him. If today you went through a painful moment, it didn't surprise Him. He knew of it, and He will suffice you. All you need to do is just say, God, I trust Him and know that You are ever sufficient for me. If you experience a happy moment and you say, God, oh, thank You. It is You, and I know it is You that is in control of it all. You've just beautified that and built it into a treasure and stored it beautifully for the hereafter. Beautify your experiences, and may God, by His grace and by His mercies, facilitate for you your affairs towards comfort and ease. Be blessed much.